Welcome to Insight, David.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for being here despite being jet lagged. How was that trip from Miami?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. Early morning. I slept most of the way here. So, quick and easy. But yeah, we made it here and I'm super happy to be back in Arizona.
Absolutely. So tell me about how this year's been going for you so far.
This year in January, It's been going pretty well. Towards the end of December, I did take a couple of weeks off. Took really a little over a week off. And it was a nice break to kind of just gather myself. It's a nice little reset, spend time with family for the holidays. But I really started just planning on my goals for this year, for 2026. And I mapped out everything that it is that I do want to accomplish. And so far, so good. I've been sticking my word and everything I said I was going to do, I've been doing it so far. So I feel like I have really good momentum and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Absolutely. Do you mind sharing what some of those goals are?
Yeah, I feel like in sales, especially in this position, right, it's very, very good to be effective in knowing how to communicate with people, how to get your point across and listen and eventually sell them on what it is we're doing. But it's also good to be the best version of yourself in all aspects of life. So I'm being very consistent when it comes to, reading, working out, making sure that I'm also improving on myself and self-development wise, so that when I'm talking to somebody over the phone, they're not just talking to any other person, because they've had hundreds of these calls, but they're talking to somebody that's different, on different frequency, and somebody that actually stands out and resonates with that person.
Right, absolutely. What kind of books do you read?
So far, I just started reading Atomic Habits.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like it's perfect timing, right? I'm kind of mapping out the year, so I definitely want to get rid of old habits and work on new habits that would definitely take me to where I want to get to.
Absolutely. It's a great book. It's a great book.
It is. I just started it, but so far so good, yeah.
I only read fiction books, and I tried to read that book. I got 5 pages in. It was great. It was a great 5 pages, but we'll see on that. But so tell me about how you kind of got started in the mortgage industry.
How I got started in the mortgage industry was really Mario and Italo. You probably already know them, but they've been crushing it in the Miami office. And we actually go way back. We've known each other since high school. They put me onto the opportunity, right? I've been doing door-to-door sales. I used to work in solar. Right after that, I did life insurance. And I was, selling. I was getting the numbers I wanted to, but I felt like there was more. I feel like I had already gotten to that ceiling and I wanted to find something that challenges me a lot better. And yeah, Mario and Italo told me about the opportunity to join IHL, get into the mortgage industry, kind of liked everything that I heard about it. It's definitely something that I feel like it's very hard to get into, be successful when there's been people that have been doing it for years. Like I started from zero, but I was like, you know what, kind of once I set my mind to something, I'm just going to I'm going to do it. And that's how I got started. And so far it's been going pretty well.
I love to hear that. Well, to your point, starting with no experience, and there's people in the industry that have been here for years and years, I think there's kind of an advantage in starting out with a clean slate. There's no preconceived notions in your mind of what you should do or shouldn't be doing. And the industry is always changing. So I think if there's ever a good time to jump in, it's going to be now, rather than in the past. But what were those first few moments in the mortgage industry like for you, like that first month?
Believe it or not, somebody else that was in my shoes starting from zero, it could be pretty nerve-wracking or scary because you kind of joining an industry that's pretty competitive. The market isn't, the best that it's been in the past couple of years. And it's going to be hard to kind of compete with the other guys that have been doing it a lot longer than you have. But I've never really had that mentality. I feel like I started off as being an underdog, right? Like, who's this new guy? Started off with no mortgage experience. Let's see how well he does. But I like having that chip on my shoulder because it's more fuel to the fire. Pushes me to just work that much harder. And I feel like, if other people are out-competing me right now, just give me enough time. It's going to be very hard to outwork me. And eventually I will get there. I fully got obsessed with the process, really listening to calls when I got home, asking all the right questions, asking for advice from people that have been doing a lot longer than I have, and really just absorbing everything and kind of just trying to improve every single day. I knew that starting from zero, I have no building blocks in the sense, only my sales background, but as long as I'm fully, focused on being 1% better every single day, you look back, it's been a couple months now and look how far I've actually came. Top 10 in the company in the month of September, 0 mortgage experience. My average is pretty good. One of the top sales engines in Miami. We're crushing it and I'm very proud and I'm definitely not stopping anytime soon.
Right. Where do you think that drive comes from to keep going that hard every day?
It's a little bit of something that's been instilled from me, from my parents for sure. Just, don't Don't settle, don't be comfortable, always strive to be excellent. And then a part of me is also, I think about it, this is the story of my life. Essentially, it's kind of like my own movie. You know, we only have one life to live. So definitely don't want to live to, be, let's say 90 or 100, look back on my younger years or look back on my life and be like, damn, what if I could have gone a little bit harder? I don't want to live with any regrets. Definitely want to be able to say like, I did my absolute best. I gave it my all. I was the absolute best version of myself. And if there's only one life to live, let's make it count.
I love that. I need that on like a t-shirt or something. I love that. Well, I think being your age, kind of being younger in such like a fast-paced industry, are there any ways you kind of like decompress and kind of unwind from such like a crazy day at work or being on the phones all day?
Working out is definitely so important, not only physically, but mentally. It kind of just, once you're pushing weights and testing yourself physically, all the noise that you got going on, whether it's personal or with work, kind of just shuts off. And you just focus on being in that present moment. I also try to take some time to myself early in the morning and kind of meditate a little bit or do some breathing exercise to really just be in that present moment and collect myself. That way I'm starting off my day on that mental wavelength that I want to be at, to be able to be effective, not only on the sales calls, but with my colleagues around me, my personal relationships, and be in that present moment, I feel like.
Absolutely. Do you have like a favorite artist or like a certain song you listen to kind of hype you up for those moments?
I listen to a little bit of everything. I like rap. EDM also gets me feeling pretty nice in the morning.
The guys on the floor would love to hear you say that. Every time we have like a company like event in-house, Navarro, somebody's on aux and it's just all day.
It's funny you say that because, Navarro and I had a conversation about EDM, and there's a couple of DJs we listen to in common, and thinking about going to a festival pretty soon. So it's funny that you bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's contagious.
It is.
It is. It's a bug. But yeah, so EDM, not one specific song though?
A DJ Rufus. Okay. You probably heard of them. They're pretty good. I don't have a specific song, but if I show you a playlist, there's a couple. I just hit shuffle.
I'll let you think on it.
Yeah.
That's okay. What's it like being in the Miami office, kind of around that culture on the floor?
I love it. The Miami office is very, very special. Not only do I feel like I'm working with my boys, since we definitely go way back, so it's more than just a colleague, it's like my brother. It's pretty exciting getting to see each other kind of grow up. They're growing mentally and financially, and then myself too. So that's a pretty cool dynamic we have. But also the culture with everyone else that I've recently met in the Miami office, it's very competitive, but it's a good competitive. It's not like anyone's pushing each other down. It's more about how can we lift each other up to work towards a common goal and just be successful in this industry that we're in. It feels amazing. Like, I love going to work. We have music playing throughout the day, so it definitely keeps the beat a little bit, fun. You've seen it.
I saw it. I heard it. I was there. It's alive. Like, the office is alive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not very common to find something like that. But personally, I think it contributes to the success that you guys have over there.
1,000%.
It's really hard to be bored there. Really, really hard to be bored. But I think that you guys have grown so much in such a short amount of time. Where do you see that growth taking you in the future as an office in Miami?
We're definitely going to have to get a bigger office.
Yeah.
We're making noise for sure. It's like a modern day Wall Street, I call it, because we're young. We're in Brickell, Miami, literally the middle of everything, exciting, restaurants, clubs. We're young, making good money. We're making noise. A lot of people ask, what do you guys do for a living? Usually the right answer in Miami is, some online e-commerce job or, social media. But no, we're mortgage brokers. We're bankers. It's such a serious career. And we're crushing it at such a young age. We inspire others for sure in that area. So I definitely see the office growing pretty quickly.
I can't wait to see it happen and to document the whole thing.
Yeah, we should probably have our own movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's what Mario was saying. He said that you guys kind of have like a sitcom energy on the floor.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, we definitely do.
A sitcom. I love it. Well, speaking of younger people in Miami, not just Brickell, who haven't really made that jump to join the mortgage industry but are thinking about it, what kind of advice would you give them?
I think you just have to do it because there's never going to be a perfect time. You kind of just have to create your own reality and throw yourself into a situation that challenges you and work to be that person that no matter what happens, you're going to come out of it on top. So whether it's the mortgage industry, life insurance, whatever it is that you want to throw yourself into, you should just know that you're going to be the best person in that company or the best version of yourself, no matter what, And I feel like the mortgage industry, especially independents, It's got all the tools and resources for you to be successful. You just have to put in the work. There's never going to be a right time. It's kind of, you just have to take initiative and make it your time.
Just make the jump. Just do it.
Just do it.
It's not like any other company has ever said that before. But no, I completely agree. There's this phrase that I live by. It says, just do it scared. Do it scared, even if you're afraid of it, but you know it'll be good for you. Do it. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that we have a great year ahead of us, especially for Miami. What are some things that you definitely want to see happen in this next year?
So, I mean, I accomplished one really big goal, which was getting my own apartment. So I did that last year. So a professional goal, I definitely want to stay at the top, one of the top salesmen in Miami, and stay at the top in IHL. I definitely see room for, promotions, hopefully being ASD and so forth. I mean, I just definitely want to look back and be like, yeah, I'm proud. I'm much better than I was at, when I first started.
Absolutely. Just bigger picture growth.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here. Is there anything else that you want to share with us today?
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure coming to Arizona. Definitely have a good time with, everybody here.
Yes. Thank you so much.